Welcome back to Good Day Northern Michigan. We're still talking about plant-based foods, and there is a new plant-based certification program that recognizes company innovation and supports transparency in product labeling.
SCS Global Services is dedicated to non-GMO, plant-based, and gluten-free programs, and here to discuss it with us is Lucy Anderson, the Director of Product Claims Certification Programs. Lucy, welcome to Good Day Northern Michigan. Tell us a little bit more about the work you guys do.
Good morning, and thank you for having me. It's great to be here. So SCS Global Services is a leader in sustainability standards and third-party auditing. We started about 40 years ago in the agriculture sector, but we now work across all different parts of the economy. The goal of the work that we do in our sustainability standards and our third-party auditing is to enable companies to make credible claims that in turn enable consumers to make informed purchasing decisions about things that are important to them. And so our latest standard creation is our plant-based.
And of course, do you want to have transparency in the labeling process of plant-based products? So sometimes people might think plant-based things, some foods are plant-based, but they're truly not plant-based. So how can you tell the difference?
Absolutely. So that's where we come in. So by providing this kind of third-party audit and this certification claim, we really look at every step in the supply chain to make sure that there are no animal-derived inputs or insect-derived inputs used in the production process. So there are quite a few things out there that you would think might be plant-based, but actually, in fact, are not. And so, we really want to make sure we're not just looking at that ingredients panel, that we're looking at the production facility, and we're looking at every input that's used in the production of these plant-based products.
Lucy, what's the difference between vegan and plant-based? I think sometimes it's easy to think, oh, they're the same thing and they're perfect for both diets, but there's a difference there, correct?
Yes, there is a difference. So the biggest difference is that plant-based really focuses on something being derived from plants. And so we can look at baking soda, for example, whereas vegan means it is not animal-derived. Baking soda is considered to be vegan. Whereas baking soda, as it is not derived from plants, it's a non-organic substance, that would not be considered to be plant-based. So that's probably the biggest difference, is that plant-based really focuses on that product being produced from plants. And our standard has a requirement that 95% of a product going through certification actually is derived from and comes from plants.
Okay, 95%, and of course, plant-based foods, just a very exploding market. I mean, 7.7% of the global protein market is, it will grow to that by 2030, and a lot of people are very, very serious about that. So, how important is it for you with this transparency to let people know they're actually getting plant-based food?
Exactly. Yeah, this industry is really growing. There's billions of dollars being poured into funding and startups, and plant-based meat sales have grown at about 3 times the pace of animal-derived meat sales. So we're really, really seeing a lot of growth. And, as this funding increases and as the technology increases, it's becoming increasingly difficult to differentiate. Veggie burgers aren't just a mix of chickpea and spinach, anymore. There's some of them look indistinguishable from their meat-derived alternatives. And so that's where we come in to provide this standard and this certification to hold companies to this high standard to ensure that the products they are producing have integrity and are not produced with animal-derived inputs, so that they can confidently represent their products in the marketplace, and then consumers can be able to purchase with confidence knowing that there are no animal-derived inputs in these products.
And Lucy, kind of on that same note, what has been behind that boost in interest and just the boost in general in the plant-based industry?
There's a lot of factors. There's some really cool technology out there that's showing a lot of promise for making, again, more indistinguishable versions of products. Some folks are concerned about the environmental impact of meat. There's concerns with animal welfare. There's concerns with all different types of things out there. So it's really a whole bunch of factors that are contributing to this.
Okay, very, very good. Lucy Anderson, Director of Product Claims Certification with SCS, and out there making sure people know that they are getting plant-based food, and very, very important work that you're doing to make sure the consumer is getting what they're supposed to be getting. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you. It was great to be here.